So you say that all yoga is therapeutic, but not all yoga is therapy. Tell me about that.
Yoga therapy is used as a therapeutic healing technique, and it is offered by practitioners, by yoga therapists who have upwards of 1,000 hours of training in the practice. So, yoga therapy, again, the goal is to alleviate pain and suffering, which, as we know, disease, illness has a component of pain and suffering. And so while it's not there to cure a disease, although that happens sometimes, it is there to alleviate the pain and suffering associated with, that retards the healing process.
Exactly. From the part of the world that I originate from, where this yoga came from in India, pain and suffering is a part of life. And instead of saying that I'm never going to have pain, they say it's a part of life. And how do you then react to it and adjust to it so it doesn't become non-healing, or it doesn't become one that causes disease? And you're doing more than just therapy. Now I read that you are talking about a project using restorative yoga to heal race-based stress and trauma. That sounds incredible. Tell me about that. It's
amazing. My awareness is, my understanding is that race-based stress and trauma is not just stress and trauma that people of color experience. That white people experience it too, which is evidenced in the inability to have the conversation, to be calm in the face of, people telling their stories, etc. So I think that we all need to recover, do some recovery work
worldwide,
on that issue worldwide.
And you have a volunteer that can show us a little demonstration
of what that might look like, because it heals, it calms the nervous system.
There she is. Come on down.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to put her in a restorative yoga pose. So restorative yoga is different than an active form of yoga. In this practice, it allows you to stay awake while you're coming into deep states of relaxation, which gives you information about where your body is storing stress and trauma, which gives you information about how to release it. So yoga, no matter what kind of yoga you're practicing, is a breath practice.
Go ahead.
So have a seat. So we use these props, a bolster, blocks, and blankets to support the body in feeling comfortable enough to come into these deep states of relaxation. So this one is called the queen of all yoga postures.
Nice, so the queen. You like being the queen?
Of all yoga
Very
postures.
Nice.
So I'm going to ask Gayana to lay back on the bolster, and this is a neck pillow that supports the cervical spine, the curve in the cervical spine. So so people with tight shoulders benefit from that. You know how we walk around like this a lot of the time? Yeah. So then that flattens out your cervical spine. So this supports it. And I'm going to ask her if I can put a mask over her eyes so she can be in the dark. It's easier to relax when it's dark. Yes? Okay. And then I'm going to ask you to put your feet into prayer position, so that meaning the soles of her feet are in, like your hands would be. And we're going to use these blocks to support her hips so that she doesn't have to use any of her own strength to do that. And we're going to use these blankets here just to, soften her. So it's a soft, easy pose. And then we'll just talk while she relaxes. But this is more than a relaxation technique. This is actually a therapeutic healing technique, because what we're doing, it's a restorative technique. We're addressing the nervous system, which is, the nervous system is what holds our stress and our tension. And when the nervous system feels safe enough to relax, that's where the healing occurs.
I feel wonderful.
I couldn't hear you.
I feel wonderful.
Wonderful. She feels awesome. This is great. Thank you so much, Dr. Parker. Dr. Gail Parker is awesome. We'll take a break. Coming up next, a woman who used the power of meditation to save her voice as well as her career. Please stay with us. This is great.